Hey guys, welcome back to What Feels Real. It is the end of December, and which that means New Year's Eve is approaching, which means New Year's Day is approaching, and to me, that always feels like a real invitation for new beginnings, a vision board, which is a practice of mine, and just intentional thinking about what worked this past year and what are some opportunities for growth and creating more of the life that I want to live. So I wanted to today, instead of a guided meditation practice, share one of my favorite poems. It has been an influencer in my life back to, I want to say in 1990s. I don't remember exactly when I learned about it, but when I was like kind of recently out of college, and it still feeds me and is stayed just really true to what I believe, what matters to me, and it's inspiring to me. So I thought that end of the year is an opportunity to revisit it and share it with you all. It happens to be called The Invitation, and many of you may be familiar with it. It is written by a woman named Oriah Mountain Dreamer, and this is the book that was eventually she wrote to accompany the poem that she did. So, without further ado, here we go. The Invitation. It doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for, and if you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing. It doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know if you will risk looking like a fool for love, for your dream, for the adventure of being alive. It doesn't interest me what planets are squaring your moon. I want to know if you have touched the center of your own sorrow, if you have been opened by life's betrayals or have become shriveled and closed up from fear of further pain. I want to know if you can sit with pain, mine or your own, without moving to hide it or fade it or fix it. I want to know if you can be with joy, mine or your own, if you can dance with wildness and let the ecstasy fill you to the tips of your fingers and toes without cautioning us to be careful, to be realistic, to remember the limitations of being human. It doesn't interest me if the story you are telling me is true. I want to know if you can disappoint another to be true to yourself. If you can bear the accusation of betrayal and not betray your own soul. If you can be faithless and therefore trustworthy. I want to know if you can see beauty even when it's not pretty, every day, and if you can source your own life from its presence. I want to know if you can live with failure, yours and mine, and still stand on the edge of the lake and shout to the silver of the full moon, yes. It doesn't interest me to know where you live or how much money you have. I want to know if you can get up after the night of grief and despair, weary and bruised to the bone, and do what needs to be done to feed the children. It doesn't interest me who you know or how you came to be here. I want to know if you will stand in the center of the fire with me and not shrink back. It doesn't interest me where or what or with whom you have studied. I want to know what sustains you from the inside when all else falls away. I want to know if you can be alone with yourself and if you truly like the company you keep in the empty moments.